Freddy. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright. Guys. So. Surprise. Well. As much as I love Minecraft, you have to be a little ready for Minecraft. And while I was getting a little bit of form back, at the same time, it was not the goal. Right here is the goal. So, Freddy is trying to walk on me and on the game. But I would like to say thank you for joining Ray's Hobbies. I am back to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. And while I would like to collect these, I am not certain I can. Now would be the time to find out, though. However, we are coming in with a much more balanced approach. So we're going to try, yeah. And poisoned. But now we know. And it's fine. Because there's a time for it and a time not. But in truth, I missed the game. I missed Shattered Pixel Dungeon. And so what I am going to do is my best. That's what I got. That is what I have for you. I have to do my best and try to do what I can in Shattered Pixel Dungeon. Whoops, sorry about that. That's a waste right there of resources, and that is a big thing in this game. Remember, when you see those little traps and it seems like they are blocking your way, do a little sidestep. Just do a little sidestep. And also blast snakes. Unless you're a warrior, a ranger, or something like that, just blast them. Okay, so there are definitely more traps, which are fine. And I would like to thank everybody for suffering through my horrible play of Minecraft. But when you only play a game every once in a while, it's bound to happen that you have some issues. Still, thank you very much for joining me, coming around. And yes, we are back to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. And I have been waiting on it for a hot minute. And I am very happy to be back, where I know in my heart of hearts, at some point, I'm going to lose the game. And that is fine. Now, the only way you don't lose the game is by beating the game. No joke, that's the way it is, and that is kind of the way it should be, at least in my opinion. I did get chat fixed, and that is why this took so long, because I was trying to work it out, and I finally did. Bit of a pain in the butt, not gonna lie. We are going to upgrade our ceiling light for the +3 damage. So I do understand if anyone's a little salty about it. I completely do. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a surprise. That's all. And I'm happy to be here. This is one of my all-time favorite games. It is a difficult game. I've never had a boomerang, though. That'll be neat. We'll find out how that goes. So, thank you very much for joining. Hopefully, I have the sound set at a level that isn't drowning out all the commentary or anything else. I do look forward to chatting with you. I do understand if you're upset that I went back to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. However, hear me out. This is fun, and I gave myself a goal. And I did tell you I was just gonna take a small break because I was getting whooped up way too easy. And you shouldn't get whooped up that easy on a game, even as hard as it is, that you play this often. So, that being said, thank you to everybody who has joined, participated, spoken to me. Hey, Shantae, I just started this one. I did have a few lives earlier. By the way, I did visit your channel, and I did sub to your channel. So, just giving you the heads up there. Lady, give me some more content. I want to check it out. I want to see what you got going on. And that's how I am. I support a lot of people that I am friendly with across multiple platforms. And the fact that you consistently come here and chat with me and hang out with the crew, basically, yeah, you're part of the team now. And I don't mean like, you're part of the production crew, because that is just me. But you're part of the team, and I do appreciate you. I can't tell you. All right. Purple and orange. One of those is a strength potion. We don't know which yet, and we don't have the right stone to take a guess. So we're going to remember purple and orange for now. Snake, he's getting zapped because in a melee fight, he is no fun to deal with. So, I just started streaming. So we had a number of streams, Shantae, and I can tell you the most possibly viral stream I have ever had occurred this evening. Cool beans. Let me go. No. Dead serious. Oh, man. This was a wild one. So, what happened is... Oh, yeah. Like I said, we're going to take it slower, we're going to take it easier, and we're going to do a much better job. And for those of you watching, please leave a like, subscribe, if you are interested in continuing on. So, initially this evening, I took Mr. Freddy out on a walk, because giant orange cat on a walk, people tend to enjoy it. And all the way at the end of my stream, there happened to be a raccoon. And for those of you who have seen the video, yes, Freddy did want to hunt the raccoon. Because, well, Freddy is bigger than the raccoon. So, not like a real surprise. But at the same time, a lot of people just don't understand how big Freddy is. He's a 20-pound orange cat, and while I am dad and he seems super friendly, he's also a predator. He's a cat. He loves hunting. And so this animal. Almost found out. Ooh. Oh no. No, no, no. We're going to take our time. We're going to look. We're going to watch. And we're going to use every trick that we know. And take it easy. We're going to be using our food the right way. We are going to be taking a step away from the game when we feel we're about to screw it up. The room, this one. Okay, so here, let me get a little closer. My arid comfort dry. So, once I touch this wood, that red crystal, it doesn't matter if I am invisible. It does not matter if put it this way. This is a very dangerous room because that crystal is going to zap you to death. Now I can heal all the way up, plant the swift thistle down, and give it a go. But we are trying to be a little bit better about this. So this is the last room that I'm going to come to get that chest. Whoop, nope. Now, this thing will zap me on every move after this one. So, every move, 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I'm going to get zapped 9 times on the way in. And that's gonna suck. But I'm also going to get zapped that many times on the way out. There we go. A little bit of health. We're going to upgrade our food first on that one. And it is a difficult game. It is a super fun game, and we just got a new update this evening. A lemonade stand. You know, the first time I was ever in a newspaper, it was because of a lemonade stand. This is going to sound very weird. It was all the way back in 1986. Or 87. 86 or 87. Yes, I am that old. And they were trying to build a park in an area where kids didn't really have parks. And I lived in that area. That was home. And so it was very cool that they were doing that. Now, to promote it, you know, small town kind of thing, they went ahead and they put us in the local newspaper. And all we were doing was selling lemonade to donate. Now, if you have a lemonade stand for a cause, aside from just your pocket, now don't get me wrong, if it is for your pocket, I understand. It's not going to keep me from buying lemonade. No lie. I love lemonade. But at the same time, what we're doing, and this is just for the story I was telling you, is we're trying to get ourselves a playground built. And the island that I grew up on, that my family had lived on, and I don't mean just mom and dad, I'm talking about my family in its entire collective arrangement. Fade leaf, okay, so that's good to teleport. What's this? Mage Royal. Cool. And then this one is our healer. That wasn't what I was looking at. Sungrass, okay. So That wasn't what I meant to do, actually, but we'll take the free healing. The free healing can't go wrong. But anyhow, yeah, we were trying to contribute, and we did. We donated everything to build a playground for us, for the kids. Um, at the time, I was 6 or 7. I can't remember exactly which year it was, but I was either 6 or 7 years old. Had a lemonade stand, and it was just like some cheap knockoff, like Country Time. What's up? Well, I have family up there still. My sister, my nephews, my uncles, although unfortunately I may be going to see my uncles for the wrong reason. And, that sucks. But as far as men in my family go, I mean, they did a good job. They made it that far? Shoot. Most of the men in my family are out of here by like 60, so I mean, pretty good that they made it that far. That's how I feel about it. So I am wondering now, because the game isn't totally cruel, can we maybe use one of those? I'd love to go get some Michigan lemonade. Trust me. I mean, don't use Flint water. I lived in Flint for like 5 years. So, like, spare me that. But other than that, I mean, Taylor Tucky is Taylor Tucky. And, we call it that for a reason. It is just, it's that place. But, still, it's home. I do want to go up and get myself a good eateral from, I know they tore down Trapper's Alley. You live in Flint right now? Man, my mom moved us out of Flint. She was working at a little shop down there as like a cashier. And somebody came in, tried to rob it. And I was actually at the store. But this is before, like, you remember stuff. I was like 3. And apparently, mom being mom said some shit to a guy, and he took a couple of pot shots. And apparently missed my head by a couple inches. And yeah, good times, man. Good times. Still, that's home. I want to come back up, get myself some venison, a little bit of perch and eggs, and, check things out. It's been a long time since I've been home. I don't want to go to the island, though. I watched a video on how the police and everybody act around the island nowadays, and I'm like, bitch, what? Smoke your ass. But no, I mean, all things being equal, they really need to chill. But yes, Grozeal Island. And my family is from old Grozeal, back when it wasn't anything but a little pile of dirt between Windsor and Trenton. So there's that. But yeah, lived in Flint. So hopefully they get a lot of the things fixed up there that they should have been taking a look at a long time ago. Like, even back when I was living there, and I'm old, man. I mean, my lady, Miss Shante. I don't like calling somebody man when I know they're not. I feel bad about that. But yeah, that's home. And I miss Punchki Day and baklava from one of the little, indie marts that are out and about. The one that I used to go to, I think, was on Telegraph. No, it was on Kensington, close to Telegraph in Taylor. And the lady always gave a little tiny Ray's Hobbies a piece of baklava. She was a very nice lady, which was cool with me. So, yeah. Been a while since I've been home. Trust me. It's been a while. My sister is in... I have one sister in Livonia. She lived with us. She moved down here to Florida with us for... I don't know. I think it was like a grand total of 3 days. Alright, this floor is just going to force us to do it. So, we're going to do it. No. Let me armor up a touch. But, yeah. Yeah, that's home. In the end, that's home. Whoops. I was trying to chat, so trying to hit that. No, actually, I am number 3 of 4. My younger brother was 4 of 4. But he is no longer with us. 11 years ago, unfortunately, he passed away. Which sucked a lot. Took some wind out of the sails, I will say that. But, still, I have family up there. Let's see, what do we have? Silver potion, ivory potion. We have no potions with names. Very not fun. So, we're gonna have to grind this one out. And, it's good that we just ate and that we have our water skin. But, I'm wondering... Okay, here's the plan. We are going to use the seed of swift thistle and plant it right there. Time bubble. Alright, that's dope. Alright, we made it at least halfway through. Just off that. We are definitely going to zap. Alright, we would like to actually hit Buddy. Alright, so, Yep, I am not the oldest. I'm 45. My oldest sister... What year are we? So, she is 51. My second oldest sister, number 2 of 4, she is 48. And then there's me. Alright, we're almost out, but we are gonna die until we got all those dewdrops. So we made it. Nice. Now I'm thinking that these are scrolls of upgrade, so I am definitely not going to read them. We're gonna read one. Screw it. Yep, I was correct. So we're gonna upgrade one of these. And that does not tell us if it was cursed. But it still tells us, hey, we got a little something out of that. That's pretty good. 3 to 15. We'll do it anyway. We'll do it. And now, we're going to take a big chance. We're going to equip that thing. And we're going to equip the armor. And it looks like we got away with that part of it. But we don't have anything to identify. When we do, we will see the difference that having those on us will bring. I am just taking a look. And this is where we have to go. And really, All we have to do is sit here and wait. And draw them in. Because that is major. Because now that they're in, now we zap them. And you do have to, unfortunately, draw them in to do it. And that's why I think just chilling right here and getting something to chase you is the way to go. And there we go. Now he and I will tussle a little bit. I'm gonna put that armor on, and there we go. Nice. Like I said, slower, steadier than before, and that will definitely help us out in the long run. There is a ton of RNG in this game, and it is a tough game. Very tough game because I feel... Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry. Welcome to Ray's Hobbies. I'm Ray. Freddy is the other major part of Ray's Hobbies. And if you don't mind hitting the like button, maybe subscribing, leaving a comment, anything like that, it definitely helps us out. Not exactly your issue, but is something that we are striving for, because in the end, the goal is to get monetized. Not gonna lie. We have a 50-50 chance on those potions, but the only way, really, that we might be able to identify them otherwise, and yes, I did just make the mad dash, is you get 2 strength potions, possibly, on the first 2 floors. So, by doing what I just did, we have an idea, but we don't know. And so, while you're starving down here, you do have to kind of limit your searches. And, going for the grass first. It can heal us, and also, as this floor doesn't have a corollary title, like a chasm or anything like that, this is definitely a safer way. And we're trying to be safer because and then we step on an alarm. Oh, you know what? Out of all the things. Alright, step down one. Oh, they can fly, that's right. Unnecessary. We'll armor up, and we will keep going. Alright, snake. Zap the snake. Get rid of that. Like I said, the snake's an issue. Always zap the snake. Because he doesn't do a ton of damage, but overall, it adds up. It does. And yeah, they were not joking. Okay, alright. Armor's almost done. We will armor back up. And here's one of those times. Okay. That was probably the strength potion. That's a healing potion. We are right back in the fight. Nice. Super nice. And we have food. So, pretty soon we won't be starving. I just see a lot of burn around here. Another scroll of upgrade. We're starting to get there. The glyph of light is just a momentary thing. That is from one of the spells. And yes, Mr. Conager, this is a definite RNG game. But it's no different than playing, say, Raid Shadow Legends or League of Legends, which are also just RNG games. Gacha games are what they're more commonly referred to as. Ooh, I don't know how we're making it, folks, but we are. Oh, food. Yeah, we're gonna have to eat it, whether we want to or not. Oh, and it was poisoned. Well, that sucks. But I do want to let you know, folks, maybe we will go back to the tried and true. But I will leave it up to everybody else. You guys can decide how you feel about it. And tomorrow night, we will be back with Shattered Pixel Dungeon.